The sound of this mariachi band could be heard from blocks away at a visual to remember the life of Fort Hood soldier Vanessa Guillen, a life cut way too short.
In the end, Vanessa Guillen could have been anybody's daughter. Vanessa could have been anybody's sister. And Vanessa deserves her memory.
1 year after Vanessa Guillen was killed on Fort Hood, people from Central Texas and beyond gathered here in front of her mural.
It's inspiring, honestly, to bring everybody together. I've cried a little bit here, especially when Mama Guillen spoke.
Sergeant Jermaine Williams is a soldier at Fort Hood. He was brought to tears tonight after receiving the Keeper of the Light Community Award and helping with the upkeep of the Vanessa Guillen mural.
I wasn't expecting any recognition. Those tears weren't tears of joy. Those tears were like from the bottom of my heart.
Like so many other supporters here tonight, Sergeant Williams says he vows to help get justice for Vanessa.
I will forever be an advocate for Vanessa Guillen and all the other soldiers.
Reporting in Killeen, Jasmine Caldwell, 6 News.
Fort Hood soldiers and their families have faced many challenges this year, but tonight they got to see some popular bands take the stage and sing along, all without masks. Country duo Low Cash says with the USO, they've got to see music bring people together for the first time in a long time.
There was a guy over here singing every word, there was a guy over here singing every word, and they automatically just kind of bonded right in the middle, singing every word, looking at each other like never met before in their lives.
This was the USO Tour's 7th stop in their 8-location journey across the country. They've traveled from Florida to California to even Guantanamo Bay. Joint Chiefs of Staff Air Force General John E. Hyten says they want Fort Hood soldiers and service members everywhere to enjoy life once again.
Fort Hood has had a tough time. The world and country have had a tough time, and to look down and see smiling faces, that's what it's all about.
Hyten says the post will learn from its mistakes, but life needs to go back to normal.
We continue to move forward, but this is about looking forward.
And perhaps one of the best ways to do that is just enjoying a few jokes without masks, eating pizza together, and singing along to the latest country hits. Soldiers got to do all of that tonight.
And it just felt like, man, we are so back, and it feels so good.
On Fort Hood, Andrew Moore, 6 News.
Here you can see Erin Shear shopping with her 4-year-old daughter at Family Food Mart in Belton.
She had showed me something, and I had crouched down and looked over, and boom, and I was just gone.
Out of nowhere, she took a fall, hit her head, and lied lifelessly in the aisle.
To imagine what could have been is beyond terrifying.
9 minutes. That's how long 2 strangers performed CPR before paramedics arrived.
Wow, that's a lot of minutes when it comes to not breathing and not having blood pumping through your body.
And she's alive today because of the hands and the hearts of 2 women.
It's hard, but I would help anybody that I could help.
Rosanna Flores is one of the 2 who provided those life-saving measures, and one of the women who Shear couldn't go another day without knowing.
I never thought for a second that I was gonna be the victim of heart failure and needing CPR, and then enter you to save my life.
2 strangers finally getting each other's name and bonding over the gift of life. Flores had no idea if Shear was alive until they were reunited on social media.
I didn't think she'd look for me, but I had her in my prayers. But I help a lot of strangers, and that's why a lot of people know me.
Flores, who has bad knees, dropped her cane to save a stranger's life and watch over the terrified daughter.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for CPR, so I will never stop advocating it now. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's future.
Watching the video back is hard for Shear, especially when she has no recollection of what happened. But it shows the importance of CPR training.
I'm so glad that it was caught on video, and I'm so glad that this is happening because CPR awareness, it's so important.
In the good and humanity, even in the hardest moments.
From small dogs to large dogs, these precious pups at the Humane Society of Central Texas are in desperate need of a forever home. In the past 11 days, 115 new animals were dropped off at the shelter.
So obviously we only have so much space here, and now our large kennels are full of dogs, and we've got to get them out of here into wonderful homes to make room for the other animals that are coming in.
From now until Sunday, the animal shelter is hosting free pet adoptions.
5 local businesses in Waco will pay for the pet adoption fee from now until Sunday.
Those 5 businesses are owned by Greg May. The shelter is trying to find homes for at least 60 dogs, as well as the ones over 25 pounds, because the large kennels are nearly full.
People often think of shelter dogs as like second-hand animals. There's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with these dogs. Yes, they have their quirks, but so do we. So for us, it's really important to get these animals into wonderful homes so they can live their best life and be everything that they can be.
If you are not ready to adopt, consider fostering.
You foster an animal, we match you up as if you were going to adopt, because we still want to make sure it's a good match with the family. So you come in with your whole family, your kids, your dogs. We do a match, we find the right animal for you to foster, and then you take it home with you temporarily.
Reporting in Waco, Jasmine Caldwell, 6 News.